Paramahamsa Sri Nithyananda or Swamiji is a revolutionary spiritual master of our millennium. He walks on a mission to heal the world through the powers of meditation. Swamiji chose to be born as Rajashekaran in the sacred town of Tiruvannamalai in southern India. Mastering yoga and rigorous spiritual practices at a young age, Rajashekaran finally left home for the Himalayas in the quest of the ultimate truth. This quest led his feet to the holiest of pilgrimage spots and to great spiritual masters in India and Tibet. After years of wandering, study, and intense penance, the boy Rajashekaran experienced the ultimate flowering of consciousness on January 1st, 2000. Rajashekaran became Paramahamsa Sri Nithyananda. Guided by a divine vision, Swamiji set up Dhyanapita, a worldwide movement for meditation in Bidadi near Bangalore in India. At the ashram, seekers aged between 8 and 80 live and learn in the Master's presence. Ananda healing, a unique healing science formulated by Swamiji, has been baffling the medical world by curing diseases ranging from migraine to cancer. Qualified individuals are also initiated by Swamiji into Ananda healing. Today there are over 300 healing centers and over 700 healers worldwide. The Ananda Spurana program is an intensive workshop for chakra healing and meditation that brings together philosophies and techniques from the world's major spiritual streams. The Nithyananda Spurana program, or NSP, is an advanced level course where participants work on all their 7 energy bodies. Ananda Yoga is an introductory program to help integrate meditation into our normal lifestyle with practical and powerful techniques to cope with work stress, ill health, and failing relationships. Swamiji also reaches out to people with dhyana satsangs or mass meditation camps that take meditation to the remotest towns and villages of India. Swamiji travels the world committed to spreading awareness about the role of individual transformation in shaping global communities. With a pragmatic vision that links Eastern philosophy to the Western scientific thought, Swamiji continues to awaken humanity to the significance of spirituality in our time.
I welcome you all with my love and respects and my sincere love and thanks to the Governor of Ohio and to her who represented him for their proclamation and the warm reception, the good words they gave to receive me. So, by giving a clap, we will give them our respects. subject for today's discourse is laughter is meditation. According to my understanding, laughter is one of the greatest meditation techniques. Almost every intelligent individual has recognized the power of the laughter or the transformation which it can bring into our body, mind and the soul. The healing effect of laughter is realized immediately. You don't need to believe on this meditation technique. There are few things which proves the power of laughter as a meditation technique. First thing, immediate effect. Other techniques, first thing you need to believe the technique will help. Next thing, you need to practice. Third thing, you need to wait for the result. But laughter does not need anything else, anything of this sort. It doesn't need your faith. It doesn't need your belief in it. You don't need to wait to have the result of it. Immediately, you experience the result which is created by laughter physically and mentally. Almost all the great mystics, all the masters have realized the effect, have understood the transformation which happens by laughter. It's one of the subject which is analyzed by almost all the great masters. Somehow, man never take notes of laughter as a meditation technique. Laughter is never considered as a spiritual quality because we associate spirituality always with seriousness. Spirituality is taken as something dead, something serious, something only for the people who have got long face. But according to me, spirituality is something to do with life. Always we think spirituality is for the people who are old. When you don't have anything else to do except knitting the sweaters, you need to take Bible or you need to go to church. There is a saying, go to church, don't wait to be carried by 4 men. We always wait to go to church. We don't actually go, we wait to be carried by 4 men. We always think religion is something for old. Religion is something to do with dead things. Whenever we think religion is for the people who are old, we make it too complicated, too serious. The juicy portion of spirituality is lost, but religion is not for only the old people. Religions based on fear are nothing to do with religiousness. There is 2 things, religiousness and religion. Just dead rituals are religion, and the juice which is inside the rituals is religiousness. The religions based on religiousness has always emphasized the beauty of laughter. They always used laughter as a technique to transform. But whenever religions grow based on just rituals, then you miss the whole Jews. Religion is living thing. It is not part-time job. It is not only for the old people. It's a quality of your life. It is just total quality of your very life. Laughter is not taken note by the intellectuals or the serious guys because it is very simple. Anything simple we miss. We miss many things because they are very simple. When it is complicated, we don't miss. Our ego feels satisfied by doing complicated things. But whenever something is simple, something is very ordinary, you miss it. Anything very simple, it always escapes our eyes. You bypass it. You don't look into it. So many beautiful things can happen into you, into your being, by simple laughter. And most intelligent communities of the world are the communities who have produced more jokes. In the world you can see there are few communities who have produced more number of jokes. One is Jews, another one is Singhs, the Sardarjis. These two are the people who produced many number of jokes, but you can see the intelligence in their life, in their community. For example, there is only three fields in the world. One is outworld, belongs to logic, mathematics, science. Another one is inner world, religion, mysticism, spirituality. Third is in between, psychology. The world related to outer world, the science. Inner world, religion. Between, psychology. The outer world, if you see the top person, Einstein is one of the genius mind in the science, the field of science. Inner world, Jesus. Today, more than half of the universe is followers of Christ. Between, psychology. Father of psychology is Sigmund Freud. And strange thing, all the three are Jews. Jesus, Einstein, and Sigmund Freud. Father of psychology. All the three are Jews. According to my understanding, laughter and jokes play a major role in intelligence. Communities which created more possibilities to laugh, more possibilities to joke, more possibilities to open the energy, have created intelligent people. They have presented intelligent minds, genius minds to the world. Because when you laugh, your whole being opens up. A new kind of energy enters your being. Just a simple understanding about the jokes, how these jokes work, how the jokes make you laugh. Actually, when you listen to a joke, slowly, your mind is tuned to certain kind of rational thinking. You come to a conclusion. But the last word, the punchline, is always something beyond your expectation. The moment you listen something beyond your expectation, your logic is put off, your rationality is relaxed. Immediately you open and you burst into the laughter. A small story. One guy was trying to tell a joke to a group of his friends. To tell a joke, you need intelligence. This guy was trying to tell a joke to the group of friends who were sitting and chatting with him. But somehow he missed the punchline. Nobody was feeling like laughing. Everybody was silent, keeping quiet. But one guy who was in the group started laughing uproariously, full belly laughter. The others were not able to understand why he is laughing. One guy said, "Why are you laughing?" Neither we understood nor he himself understood what he has said. The guy who was laughing somehow slowly controlled himself and said, "Laugh now itself, otherwise he will tell the same joke once more." Your logical expectation is different, and the punchline totally gives a different view. The moment your logic is put off, the moment you see something different than what you expected, you open up, you burst out. I think few of you have not laughed. I should try once more. Whenever your logic is pushed aside, you open up. A light of energy, a ray of energy enters into your being. It's like in a dark room, a ray of light enters. Just like that. A ray of energy comes out to your body from your Atman, the source of all energies. From the ocean of energy, a ray of energy is supplied to your body the moment your logic is pushed aside. That is what happens when you laugh or when you listen to a joke. But there are few hard nuts who are continuously intellectual, who are continuously thinking. It is very difficult to make them laugh. It's very, very, very difficult to make them laugh. Understand, when I say the word intellectual, I don't mean they know everything. I mean they don't understand anything. They don't have sensitivity towards the reality. They are continuously thinking. A small story. There was a competition in India. If you don't laugh for 100 jokes, you will be given 10 lakh rupee. And 5 people will be made to sit. Those 5 will continuously crack jokes. You are supposed to stand on the dais without laughing. One guy entered the competition. Somehow he managed 40 jokes. But 40th joke he was not able to manage. He laughed. Second guy entered and managed 80. The third guy, really hard nut to crack, managed 90. Even up to 95, 96. The people who are telling the jokes, they were not able to understand what is happening. And these guys are prepared from all possible sources, getting jokes and arranging. The people who are seeing the program, they all started getting stomach pain by laughing. But this guy is just standing. By 98 joke, a small smile started appearing in his face. This guy's wife was sitting in front. She started shouting, "Hey, keep quiet, don't open the mouth. It's only 2 more jokes, don't miss 10 lakhs. Don't laugh, close your mouth." But somehow 99th, he was not able to control and laughed. Gave a full belly laughter, uproariously. The moment he came down from the stage, wife shouted at him, "Fool, you missed 10 lakh just by one joke. 1 minute, you could have shown your original face. Why did you laugh?" This guy said, No, just then I understood the first joke." Hard nuts don't think they are very intellectuals. When you don't have the sensitivity to the reality, when you don't have the sensitivity to what is happening around you, you keep your face long. And I tell you, really a man who is alive cannot keep long face. When you are continuously thinking, if your whole energy is sucked by your mind, if you are a great intellectual, just thinking, actually, if you become a great intellectual, you stop living. You stop living with reality. Only the guys who have become great intellectuals, who have disconnected themselves from the reality, they miss the whole joke of existence, whole universe. They miss the whole joy. They miss the whole play, because the existence is the ultimate joke. The existence is the ultimate bliss. If you have the sensitivity to live in this body, if you have the sensitivity to see the things around, if you have the sensitivity to hear what is happening, if you have the sensitivity to feel what is going on, you will see your life will be filled with laughter. Your life will be filled with laughter, because laughter is one of the important quality through which existence expresses itself. When you laugh for that one moment, you become one with energy. And there is a great story of Bodhidharma. When he became enlightened, the first thing which he did, the next thing which he did, the last thing which he did was laughing. When you laugh, you fall in tune with existence. When you fall in tune with existence, you start laughing. You may think, what is this? The story goes, Buddha came to give his everyday discourse early morning. 10,000 sannyasis are sitting in front of him. It is always believed Buddha had 10,000 enlightened disciples along with him, always traveling. So 10,000 enlightened disciples are sitting in front of him. One guy who is yet to become enlightened, this Bodhidharma, he has not become enlightened. Buddha, when he came, he brought a rose flower. He was just sitting without speaking, looking at the rose flower. He was looking. Suddenly he calls Bodhidharma and gives that flower to him and says, do you understand? Bodhidharma starts laughing uproariously. He neither gave a reply, I understood, nor he said, no, I have not understood. Just he started laughing uproariously. Buddha says, you understood, sit. And from that moment, Zen Buddhist scholars and Buddhist scholars are writing volumes after volumes. What has happened between Buddha and Bodhidharma? Why did he laugh? Why did he laugh? So many volumes have come out, but these volumes are all totally serious. According to my own understanding, what would have happened is a simple clarity. Bodhidharma would have been running, searching for the center of the consciousness, for enlightenment himself. The moment Buddha gave the rose, he has understood it is himself. So when he stopped searching, he got it. Then you would have laughed, oh, in what foolishness, in what rut I was wasting my life. I was searching everywhere myself except where I am placed, my own inner being. The moment he has turned himself towards his inner being, he has experienced his self and started laughing. The whole existence is nothing but a great joke. Nothing but a big joke. When you continuously think intellectually, you can't understand the whole play of existence. A great professor, professor of philosophy, goes to a Zen master and asks him, "Master, please teach me the secret of universe. Why all these things are happening? What is happening? Why all these sufferings? Why God created the world? Why all these things are happening? Teach me." The master suddenly started laughing uproariously. You do not know how these Zen masters laugh. Their laughter is so strong and infectious. It is said then Zen masters don't laugh only by mouth, they laugh with the whole body. It is said they roll on the ground and laugh. There are clear records. Zen masters, when they laugh, they don't sit and laugh, they don't laugh only by mouth, they laugh with their whole being. They roll on the ground and laugh. His laughter is uproarious, infectious. First few minutes, the professor was just feeling uncomfortable. What has happened? Why is he laughing like a mad? Of course, for thick heads you need few minutes. After a few minutes, slowly he started analyzing. After all, he is a master. He will not do anything without proper reason. After a few minutes, the laughter was so much, this guy is not able to control. He started laughing. The professor also started laughing. Because how long you can stand? How long you can stay? Either you have to leave the hall or you have to start laughing. There is no other way. So he also started laughing. Laughing. The story said, at one point, suddenly, the professor became enlightened and never stopped laughing till his death. Of course, logically we can't understand the last line because we are also professors. You may not do the job of professor, you may not be professionally professor, but we are professors by nature. So much of our energy is sucked by our head. So much of our energy is stored only in the head. We almost stopped living. There is a small scale. There is a small method to find out whether you are a professor or not. Being professionally a professor is nothing wrong. But being a professor 24 hours is something wrong. Being professor professionally is nothing wrong. Being professor 24 hours is something wrong. A small incident which happened really. One guy came to me and started literally weeping. He said that I am having marital problems. And he introduced himself as a doctor. I asked him, what your wife is doing? She is BABL. In India, BABL means lawyer. I asked, she goes to court regularly? No, Swamiji, she argues in the house itself. That is the whole problem. You see, if you are professional in your professional place, nothing wrong. But when you bring your profession in your life, then there is something seriously wrong. A small scale, a small method to find out whether you are a professor or not throughout your 24 hours. If you see a rose, suddenly what we do generally, immediately the word rose comes in our mind. And you start thinking about the roses which you presented to somebody or the roses presented to you by somebody. The next thought will be how he reacted or how you reacted. The third will be the loving moments, loving memories, or the disturbed memories which is associated with that incident. The fourth memory will be how you related with that person, loving way or in a wrong way or anything. Memory goes on, goes on, goes on. You miss the real rose. Already you are lost. You missed the real rose which is laughing, which is smiling at you, which is welcoming you to appreciate itself, which is giving its being to you to enjoy. The moment you start arranging the words, the moment you associate thoughts continuously, be very clear, you are 24-hour professor. You are 24-hour professor. When I say professor, I mean continuously playing with words, not with the reality. Example, Sigmund Freud says beautifully. He says all our thinking is association. It has no logical clarity. For example, you see a dog in a street. Suddenly you remember about the dogs which you have seen when you were a child. Suddenly you remember the teacher who taught you the lessons when you were a child. Then you remember where your teacher used to live. Then you remember the school. Logically, there is no connection between the dog which you have seen in the road and your teacher. Even though both of them have barked at you, there is no logical connection. But the mind associates. If you are continuously thinking based on association, not based on logic, then be very clear, you are professor, 24 hours professor. We lose the living connection, an alive experience of existence. This story says the professor laughed, and he became enlightened. Never stopped laughing till his death. We may think how laughing can make somebody enlightened. According to Zen Buddhism, if you laugh just for 42 seconds continuously, 42 seconds continuously, you can become enlightened. Again, shocking thing. We are all laughing continuously, sometimes even 1 minute, 2 minutes, but we have not become enlightened. Many people may think, one thing, what Zen people say by the word laughter is a total laughter. When you really laugh, your mind stops thinking. For that 1 minute, for that 1 second, for that one chana, you fall between the gap of one thought and the other thought. You can do only one thing. Either you think or you laugh. When you laugh, you can't think. If you are thinking, the laughter is not total. If you are thinking or doing something else, then be very clear, laughter is not total. Your being is not totally into that laughter. Laughter brings you to the present moment. By thinking, you travel either in the future or you are worrying about the past. But when you laugh, automatically you are brought to the center. You are brought to the moment, to the present moment. You live, you experience the consciousness which is present. Even the doctors who have done research on the effect of laughter, they give amazing reports. They say, first thing, it slows down the aging process. The first effect of the laughter is it slows down the aging process. Aging process means getting old. You don't look very old. You can see there are few people, even after reaching the age of 70, 80, they look very young and healthy, with full of enthusiasm, spirit, and the curiosity to learn, the search to know things, alive, vibrant. There are few guys who are out by 40. Why? The laughter is one of the important ingredient for your health. We add so many things to extend our life. Understand, laughter is one of the important ingredient. Many doctors who have done research on the laughter, they give testimonial, they give their proofs how laughter helps. The second thing they say, antidepressive chemicals are released in your system. Antidepressive chemicals, the chemicals which removes the depression from your body mind. The antidepressive chemicals are released in your system. Third thing, the important thing, they say, your body starts radiating the beauty. You become more beautiful. Laughing is one of the important technique to really become beautiful. Even without the makeup, you can look beautiful. According to me, laughter brings more grace to a person. Beauty comes because of makeup. Laughter comes, the grace comes because of laughter. Laughter brings a new grace to your being. Even the physical point of view, laughter does so much to your being, so much to your body. And there are few more researchers. They say laughter can rejuvenate your whole nervous system. Any other refreshing techniques, whether it is yoga or it is exercise or any other system, it takes care only some part of your body. But laughter is such, it takes care the whole body. The whole body is flooded with energy. You can see it in your own life. That is why now everywhere the laughter clubs are getting inaugurated. I am seeing all over the world, suddenly a big understanding has come about the laughter. People have started realizing the importance of the laughter, the important role laughter plays on our physical health. At least 30,000 laughter clubs are inaugurated just in 2003. I read statistics. 30,000 laughter clubs. It's not a small number all over the world. Then you understand how people have started recognizing the importance of laughter. They do nothing. Laughter club means they all gather morning at a particular time. Just 10 minutes, they laugh loudly, nothing else. They depart, that's all. But the beauty is, when you laugh as a group, it brings a new energy. Because laughter is infectious. When you laugh alone, it's like you earn $10 and you spend $10, that's all. When you laugh as a group, just understand one small thing. 10 people, if they put $10, it will become $100. But all the 10 cannot enjoy the $100. Only one can enjoy that $100. If all 10 has to enjoy means, again it will come only $10. But if it is a energy, for example, 10 persons are putting 10 volt current, it becomes 100 volt. If all the 10 touches that 100 volt, all the 10 will have 100 volt current shock only. It is not that they will have only 10 volt. No. All the 10 will have 100 volt. So when this energy, each one receives the total effect of the group. As far as laughter concerned, according to my own understanding, when the 10 people put 10 volt current, not only it becomes 100, there's a new transformer which is called group consciousness is created, and the 100 volt becomes 10,000 volt. You put 10 volt and you receive 10,000 volt. The group consciousness means a deep love and understanding between the whole group. When you laugh, you show you are innocent. You open up to the new relationships. You show a positive sign to the next person. You show a green signal to the people who are around you. They can come into your space and you are welcoming them. If they allow, you are ready to enter into their space. Letting somebody else to come into your space is the greatest technique to create any relationship. Why people suffer so much in aloneness? See, I've always seen the countries which are most depressed are the countries which are suffering the aloneness. Why you suffer so much with aloneness and loneliness? Because you don't have courage to open your space for others. I have never seen anybody suffering in aloneness or loneliness in India. Very rare. Very rare. People there suffer because of too much of crowd. Never by loneliness. Why? Somehow from the young age, the techniques are taught to open up almost everything. The going to temples, doing group prayers, almost in every step you are taught to open yourself up for the others. Letting the others to enter into your space is one of the important techniques to extend your life and to live more. Because the doctors say, if you are alone, if you don't have good friends, there is every chance, there is more chance of you dying 8 years ahead of your time, scheduled time. They say 8 years. 8 years is not a small time. 8 years you can die earlier than your schedule if you are alone and if you don't have good friends. There are statistics says if you are retired early and you are not letting the people into your space, you are welcoming the heart attack. You are welcoming the cardiac problems. There are so many things, so many proofs, even in the medical field, which says letting the other people into your space or you entering into somebody else's space heals your mind, heals your being, gives you a fresh energy, gives you the fresh feeling. There is a book titled by me, the book title itself, Open the Door, Let the Breeze In. We are so much filled with insecure feeling. We continuously cover ourselves. Finally we make our own jail. The worm which creates a net for him to stay safely, finally he creates a jail instead of just net. And he forgets he is in the jail. Most of our houses have become almost like a graveyard. When you are alone, when you are not letting anybody into your space, when you are not entering into somebody else's space, when you are not sharing your space with others, your house is nothing more than a graveyard. It's a tomb. Maybe you are preparing it. Maybe you are getting ready. Be very clear. Laughter is a green signal for the other to come and relate with you. It's a wonderful signal which you are giving to the other. I am open to let you into my space. laughter heals lot of diseases, especially the diseases related to navel center and throat center. There are so many records. Of course, I myself have worked with the laughing meditation. I have seen so many people getting healed by this one meditation. And such a powerful meditation, almost every person feels the effect, except the 24 hours professors. And even they somehow open up. Because the group energy is such a infectious, you can't resist such a big group laughing. If you are alone, or if you are only with your wife, you can tell, keep quiet, shut up, behave yourself. Something you can tell. If you are just with your kid, then you can say, shut up, sit quietly, behave yourself. But when you are with a whole group, you cannot resist. It is too infectious. See the children. Have you seen a single ugly kid in the world? Not only in our country. Look at all the cultures. Even in Ethiopia, where kids are suffering due to poverty, where there is no food. Even in Ethiopia, they may be lean and thin, but you can never see an ugly kid. Have you seen any single kid who is ugly? No. Have you seen single grown-up man who is beautiful? No. Why? You lose the spontaneous laughter. When a kid laughs, the whole body vibrates. Whole body vibrates. Kids never laugh only by mouth. They laugh with the whole body. Their laughter is with the whole body. When you laugh through the whole body, your whole body is flooded with energy. That is why kids are so alive. But we people, we are actually jealous with kids. Never think you are helping your kids. You have a subtle kind of jealousy. That is why you again and again control. Keep quiet, behave yourself, sit straight. Sit in a corner. Who asked you to draw in the wall? Where is your book? Study. Why do you think you shout? It is always a subtle jealousy. You will not be able to put up, you will not be able to manage the energy bubbling. You are actually jealous. That is why we always control the kids. Once they become dull, dead buffalo, then we feel, we produced our what? Child. Or your next generation. We feel comfortable once we make them dull. When they laugh, their whole being vibrates. That is the reason we feel little jealous. So much of joy, it is too much. It is too much. If you are laughing in the house, then you can say always, you can tell the people, keep quiet, enough, behave yourself, it is too much. But when you are laughing with others, you cannot say. The whole group is infectious. That is why the laughter clubs have become the place for therapy and getting healed. According to me, laughing clubs are more religious than any other church, any other temple, any other mosque, any other synagogue. Because laughing clubs are creating more life, more energy, more positivity into the world. In our ashram, we have a place called Laughing Temple. The place itself is named as a Laughing Temple, where I conduct regular discourses. Somebody asked me, what is this Swamiji, new name? Laughing Temple. I say, in this place you are supposed to offer laughter as your offering. That is why I have named this place as a Laughing Temple. Laughing is one of the greatest religious quality. Sense of humor is one of the greatest expression of enlightenment. According to me, there is no enlightened master who has not expressed this one quality, the sense of humor. There are so many enlightened masters. You see, some master expresses the love, somebody expresses the compassion, somebody expresses the silence, somebody expresses the great intelligence, somebody expresses by dancing. If you see the Krishna, he always sings and dances. If you see Buddha, he is silent and graceful. If you see Mahavir, always meditating. If you see Rama, always living righteousness. Every master expresses one quality. But here is one quality which all the masters have expressed. This must be the basic quality of enlightenment. Sense of humor. Every master who is born, every enlightened person who is born on this planet Earth has expressed a beautiful sense of humor. Ramakrishna's books, if you read Bhagavan Ramakrishna's books, the direct recording of his teachings, there is a beautiful book called Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. Every other page you will see a bracket, everybody laughed. Everybody laughed. After every other page, you will see a small bracket, everybody laughed. And actually, the translation is done with a very polite way. Because in original Bengali, he used to speak in a very slang language. He spoke all his teachings in original Bengali. The original Bengali, if you read, you will be shocked. Is it Ramakrishna who is speaking? He is a very simple type of person. He is not high intellectual. He doesn't know how to use those cultural terms or how to present things. He is very hard. It is just a heart-to-heart gossip. I always tell people, more than a word gospel, gossip is the right word for his teachings. Because it is something to do with heart-to-heart. He is so innocent, so simple, and all sorts of dirty jokes. You can never expect that an enlightened man can make so many dirty jokes. He gives all sorts of dirty jokes. One of his disciples, he asked, if you read the original Bengali version or an intimate reminiscence with him, you can understand what all the type of jokes he makes. One of his disciples is asking him, Master, you are an enlightened one. Why are you making such a dirty jokes? He says, what? I just tell jokes. You make it dirty. What can I do? I just tell jokes. You feel it is dirty. What can I do? That's the beauty of innocence. Beauty of enlightened masters. He says, when you speak in a cultured way, it means you are editing your words. Two things will start happening. First, verbalization, then editing, you present it. But when I speak with my people, I don't edit. When I am speaking to the public, when I am speaking to the common man, a newcomer, I give an edited version, censored version. When I speak, when I open my heart to my own people, to a group of seekers, I give the uncensored edition. He says, I just tell jokes, you make it dirty. Beautiful thing we need to understand. It is we who make anything dirty. It is we who make anything dirty. For him, it is everything normal, simple. Of course, according to me, Ramakrishna is one of the greatest master who has used laughter itself as a meditation technique. And there is a record, a reminiscence of his disciples. They say, sometimes we will roll and laugh so much. His laughters and he mimicking somebody, he imitating the people. We used to get even the stomach pain. And we will sometimes feel that it is enough and we used to escape from his presence. We used to run away from him. You can't imagine that Ramakrishna used to make so much of jokes. And every master sense of humor was seen in every expression of enlightenment. According to me, this quality must be the basic quality. That is why every master expresses it. In other qualities, as far as dancing concerned, there is no expression of dancing in Buddha's life. In Mahavir's life, there is no expression of music. In Krishna's life, the silence is never expressed. In every master's life, something is missing. But as far as the sense of humor concerned, it is expressed in all the great masters' life. And moreover, if you see the masters laughing, you can see the ultimate expression of existence. One master, great enlightened master, used to tell his disciples, meditate on me as if I am laughing. Meditate on my form of laughter. Somebody asked him, why master? What is the speciality? What is the speciality? He says, a miser will be in his optimum energy. He will be in his maximum energy when he is counting the money. People never get tired counting money. Have you seen? Even if it is somebody else's money. In the bank, even if you are working in the bank, people never get tired of counting money. A miser will be in his optimum, in his maximum, when he counts the money. A womanizer will be in his optimum, in his maximum, when he is enjoying women. The same day, enlightened man will be in his optimum, will be in his maximum. He will be in his total energy when he laughs. Because for that moment, he is directly expressing the existence. There is one of the important saying by Zen Buddhist master. Somebody goes to him and asks, Master, always you say, whatever is done by you is different and whatever is done by us, it is different. If you yell at us, you say it is good for us. You say it is expression of compassion. But if we yell at somebody, you say it is expression of anger. Whatever we do, you find some fault. And if the same thing you do, you justify it with something. Whatever we do, you say it is something else. And whatever you do, you say it is something else. Tell me some one action where we both meet and merge with each other, where both are one and the same. Master says a beautiful thing. He says, if I touch a rose flower, I am totally different. And the rose flower also feels totally different. If you touch a rose flower, you feel totally different. And the rose feels totally different. Because your sensitivity is very less. My sensitivity is too high. When you touch a rose, only half of your being touches. And the same way, half of the rose being responds. But when I touch a rose, my whole being feels it. That's why the whole rose responds to it. There's one important thing in Zen. They will make a lawn, grass lawn around your house. You have to go to the house and come back only walking on the lawn. If you don't make the path on the lawn, if a grass does not die by your walking of 1 year, only then you will be initiated into monkhood. The important thing we should understand, they say, if grass does not die by your walking, then you are qualified to become a monk. Means, you become so graceful, so vibrant, filled with positive energy. Grass never feels hurt by your walking. Grass should never feel hurt by your walking. the intellectual people, they always tell me, no, Swamiji, after all weight, how can you expect grass not to feel the weight? One important thing I want to tell you, this incident has happened in my life, and come back. After half an hour of walking into the forest, suddenly I thought, hurry, we are in the deep forest, and how to know what way to go back, and where is the way? No board, no way. I asked the person who takes care of the elephant. He was walking with us. I asked him, how will you now find out the way to go back? It's a darkness. Only in the night time they take to go for safari. I asked him, how you will recognize the path? How to go back? He says, no, Swamiji, I walk every day on this path. There is a path made by my walking. Because I walk every day, there is a path very clearly made by my walking. I know how to take you. I will go in that same path. I asked him, all right, you walk along with the elephant. Does the elephant also make path? He said no. He said no. An important thing. One more question. We may think, no, Swamiji. Elephant has got 4 legs. The pressure given by the body is distributed to 4 legs. But we have only 2 legs. That is why the pressure is too much. The grass dies. Then I sat and calculated the weight of a human being and weight of the elephant. And the space in which you relate with the earth, the space or the size of a foot which touches the ground, and the size of the elephant's foot which touches the ground, the proportion comes 4 times more than a human being. The weight delivered to the earth or the pressure given to the earth is 4 times more than human being. But elephant never creates path. Human beings are creating the path. It means there is something more than the just pressure. Understand, something more is happening than simple pressure. That is why Zen Buddhists, they always say, if you don't create path on the grass lawn, you are qualified to become a Swami. You are qualified to become a monk. You become so light. You become so graceful. The nature never feels disturbed by you. If you fall in tune with the nature, it feels totally in tune with you. In Zen, they say 42 seconds when you laugh. 42 seconds is too much of time to fall in tune with existence. And this master says, there is only one thing. There is no difference between you and me. That one thing is laughter. If you touch a rose, your feeling and the rose's feeling is different. Then if I touch the rose, whether you touch or eat or drink, it is always different from an enlightened person's feeling. When an enlightened person eats something, he just becomes eating. When he drinks something, he just becomes a drinking. So this master says, if you drink, it is different from my drinking. If you eat, it is different from my eating. If you touch, it is different from my touching. But if you laugh, it is no different from my laughing. Laughter is a bridge where Buddha and Buddhu meets. Shiva and Shava meets. Enlightened and ordinary meets. It's a point of contact. It is a point where differences disappears. It is a point where you meet your Buddha inside. You meet your consciousness. Because for that one moment, your logic is pushed aside. Your thinking is pushed aside. The energy is gushing. The energy is flooded into your system. The doors of the energy, the gates of the paradise are opened to your being. Laughter is the ultimate technique in the physical world and in the mental world and in the spiritual world. It creates wonderful interpersonal relationships. One small thing. How can we call any act as a meditation technique? What is the scale? The scale is that technique must be able to give you the physical health, mental health, and interpersonal relationship, ultimately the spiritual growth. There is no other technique which can give all these four to you immediately, instantaneously, like laughter. There are thousands of proofs. Laughter gives you the physical health. There are thousands of proofs. Laughter gives you the mental well-being. It removes the depression from you. A simple technique which can simply bring you out of depression. And people say, no Swamiji, I am not able to laugh. What to do? I tell them, the word which is getting repeated in you, I am not able to laugh, is the only hindrance. Just change the word, I am able to laugh. Edit the word, that's all, nothing else. After all, you are speaking to yourself. You cannot say you are so poor that you can't even edit your own inner chattering. You can't be so poor just to change. That you can't say, you can't be so poor to say, no, I am not able to change my words. No. Just change your words. Instead of saying, I am not able to laugh, just say, I am able to laugh. Over. You will see that you are able to laugh. It's nothing else. That a simple laughter can bring so much of mental transformation. It can simply bring you out of depression. It is a wonderful technique to bring you out of low mood, low energy. And one more thing, even in the mental understanding, laughter can do miracles. Even in the mental understanding, laughter can do miracles. There is a small Zen story again. One master and disciple, they both were sitting, and master says, the disciple, to paint a particular person. The person is made to stand, and this disciple is painting. The disciple paints, master says no. Again he repaints, master says no. Again he repaints, master says no. Same thing is happening more than 10 times. At one point, disciple has dropped the paint on a master, on the master. And master started laughing instead of getting angry. Because the master started laughing, disciple also started laughing. When he started laughing, suddenly something has happened in him. Some understanding. He drew the picture. It came perfectly. The master agreed. He said, right. Then master asked him, what happened? How are you able to accomplish it? How are you able to do it? The disciple says, till the moment I laughed, I had the pressure, I should win, I should win, I should win. The very pressure, the very stress was holding me back. The moment I laughed, I felt something is happening in me. The whole thing has become like a play. The whole thing has become like a play. And I was able to express my playfulness. The moment I express the playfulness, I am successful. I tell you one of the important secret. All seriousness is sickness. When I say all, I mean capital letter red. Red capital letter A-L-L. All seriousness is sickness. And life is not worthy of suffering. It is too small to be spent in worrying. And it is too valuable to spend in pains. And no pain is worth undergoing. Please understand. No pain, no suffering is worth undergoing for anything. Life is not too big to be wasted in worrying. It is too small, too short to be spent in laughing. understand, all seriousness is just sickness. If you can learn how to laugh at yourself and at others, see, laughing at others gives more understanding about the other person. Laughing at yourself gives more understanding about yourself. This needs to be understood a little deeply. Whenever you laugh at somebody, understand, new, different understandings about that person, about that thing comes to you. That is why you laugh. You have a rational, logical understanding about him. When suddenly that rational, logical understanding is broken, only then you laugh. Same way, when you laugh at yourself, you get a new understanding about yourself. According to me, laughing at others, your unconsciousness is enough. But to laugh at yourself, you need consciousness and boldness. When you can laugh at yourself, you understand your personality, your being in a different way. Your experience about yourself becomes totally different. The power, the capacity to laugh at yourself is what I call the capacity to contemplate, or the power to scrutinize your own being. If you have the power to laugh at yourself, you will have the power to check yourself. You will have the intelligence, courage to analyze and accept your mistakes. The power to laugh at yourself means the power to look as an outsider, the capacity to witness yourself. The capacity to witness yourself is created when you can laugh at yourself. And one more thing, when you laugh at yourself, you will have the understanding, intelligence to analyze and to change your ideas, your activities. You can update your understandings. The man who can never laugh at himself has always got an ego. Whatever I think is right. He never looks at the things from the third dimension. If you have too much of ego, you can never laugh at yourself. To laugh at yourself, you need a kind of innocence, a kind of intelligence. You need to look yourself from the other side, from the other angle. If you have the capacity to look at yourself from the other angle, you can always win in the game. There's a small story. One lawyer who always wins any case he takes up. Any case he takes up, he wins. He goes to meet one of his friends. His friend asks him, how are you able to manage? How are you able to win in every case? I have not seen you failing in single case. What is the secret? He says, I have only one thing to do. I have to do. I just go to my house and present my case as an opposite person, as an opposite attorney. And my wife gives all the points which I am supposed to speak. I go to my house and start defending the opposite person. And the moment I start defending him, I start arguing for him. She knows and she gives all the points which I am supposed to speak. Now I know I am equipped with all the points. I win. The moment you can look at the things from the other angle, extraordinary intelligence happens to you. Even in the training of management, the managing trainees courses, even in the training seminars, courses, they teach you to behave or to imagine or to visualize yourself as an opposite person. They teach you a simple technique. You are supposed to visualize, imagine, you are the subordinate. If you are a boss, you should visualize, imagine that you are a subordinate, and you should behave, not even visualizing and imagining, you should behave as if you are a subordinate. They tell you this technique works miracles. Because the moment you can put yourself from the other person, and the moment you can look at yourself, the moment you can witness yourself, a new intelligence arises in your consciousness. In the mental plane, laughter can create the greatest transformation or greatest intelligence to your being. The greatest intelligence and transformation can happen to your being in the mental plane. Of course, next, interpersonal relationship. Laughter is one of the important ingredient which creates beautiful, happy, blissful interpersonal relationships. Ultimately, to the spiritual growth. Almost all the masters have certified the laughter as one of the important spiritual technique, the meditation technique. There is a small story, again from Zen Buddhism. 3 Zen masters, they lived in Japan. The only one thing they did throughout their life, that is laughing, nothing else. They don't give any sermons. They don't talk anything else. No preaching, no meditation, no teachings, only laughing. All they do is only one thing. All the 3 will go to a center of the market. They will go to a new city. They will go to the center of the market, stand there and start laughing. That's all. Only for 1 or 2 moments, the people feel awkward. They feel surprised. But the laughter is such an infectious thing, and especially when you laugh with a full being, it's such an infectious thing. It is such a deep thing. Immediately people start laughing. Now one circle starts laughing. The next circle, next circle, next circle. By 1 hour or after 2 hours, you will see the whole market laughing. The whole market laughing. And after an hour or 2, they silently escape from that place and go to the other city. Wherever they go, they just spread laughter. And they say, that is the greatest possible gift you can have from an enlightened master. Spreading joy and laughter wherever they go. And finally, one of the monks among the 3 died. And he told them, don't give ceremonious bath to my body. The Zen, they wash the body after death. He said, no, don't wash my body. Burn my body directly after death. Don't change my clothes. I have lived throughout my life totally pure. There is no need to purify myself after the death. The laughter has made me so pure, so alive. There is no need to bathe me. There is no need to clean my body after my death. So after the death, his body was put in the fire. And the moment they put the fire, they understood. He was hiding crackers all over his body. The crackers started spreading. And the people all have started laughing like anything. Because from the fire, you see so much of crackers coming out. Nobody will expect from the dead body the crackers can come out. Nobody will expect. Even at that moment, laughing is possible. So he saw. The other 2 monks, they saw people laughing and the crackers coming out of his fire. These 2 monks said, even after death, he has won. He has won what he wants to. He has achieved what he wants to achieve. So there are few people who make others laugh even when they die. There are many people who make others cry even if they live. So it's our choice to choose what way we should live, what way we should live and explore our life. With this small incident, I'll end the discourse. Just this one small incident, which I have seen. I was a witness. You see, when I say this story, Zen story, the 3 monks made everybody laugh. I am not witness to it, but there is an incident for which I was a witness. There was an enlightened master in Karnataka. I had the great opportunity to be around him when he was passing away. He was more than 80. He's an enlightened guy. And he lived such a beautiful life, you can't imagine. In his room, 10 clocks will be there. 10 clocks, showing all 10 different times. When I went to his room, I thought maybe one is showing America, one is showing India, one is showing the US, one is showing the UK and various countries' time, because he has got disciples all over the world. Maybe he wants to know the time of all the countries so that he can call, or he will expect the calls from the other countries. That's what I thought. I asked him, Swamiji, are they time of various countries? He said, no. It is not that. Whenever I feel like it should be 11 o'clock, I will take the 11 o'clock clock as authority. Whenever I want it should be 12 o'clock, I take 12 o'clock clock as the authority. So I am not the slave of the time. Time is my slave. Whatever time I wanted it to be. So I think that clock is the right clock. He lived such a wonderful life. The moment came for his passing away, he declared, by today morning, actually he said that by tomorrow early morning, I will pass away. That day morning also came. He said, by few hours, I will leave, I will pass away. And he gathered all his friends and disciples and blessed them all, and he was sitting and laughing, making fun. And nobody felt he is going to die, because he is so healthy and very normal. And he says, no, it's my time has come. So naturally you will see that slowly I relax from the body. And they are all sitting and joking. And he made all the arrangements after his death, what has to be done, what should not be done, all those things he told. And he told, he has got a small orphanage. And he told them, take care of all those kids. After my death, you will all be busy with me, and nobody will serve tiffin for them, breakfast for them, arrange for their breakfast. Everything is he made all right. And he asked them, did you bring banana leaf for the kids? He made all the arrangements ready. And he was just sitting and laughing. Then suddenly he told, all right, let you start singing some bhajans, some divine songs. Once Swami started singing, he used to sing really well. Not only he used to sing nicely, he has got too much of ego that he is a great singer. And we all used to give a small note of our favorite songs. Then he will sing. Always the small note will be sent to him, mentioning our favorite song. Then immediately he will start singing that song. And he has got too much of ego also about his singing. On some song, he showed his ego too much and expressed it in body language. Somehow when he is expressing his ego, he messed up the whole thing. And this Swami sent a small note. And this guy who was singing, he knows he feels proud. And this enlightened man never recognized the ego of that guy, that was a singer. And that singer thought, now he has recognized, at least at the time of dying, he recognized the song. He recognized his singing by sending a small note. He was expecting that this enlightened master would have written some name of the song so that he can choose that song and sing. He took the note and read. The note read, please don't sing at least after my death. Even at that moment, he can make comments, he can laugh, he can joke. And he laughed. Finally, with all his laughter, he said, let the divine be with you all. Let you live the life happily and relaxed. And he raised his hands and did namaste and relaxed and passed away. In few minutes, doctors declared he passed away. Life can be lived and can be died with full of laughter. When you laugh, you can face even death. This is what I mean, laughing at the face of death. When you laugh, you can face even death. When you laugh, you can live your death. When you don't laugh, you die even when you live. When you don't laugh, even in your life, you will be half dead. And half dead are much worse than dead. At least dead people don't disturb others, and half dead are always disturbing others. Understand? Dead people don't disturb others. These half dead people continuously torturing and ruling others. You see, masochists are always sadists. Understand? Sadists are always masochists. If you are torturing yourself, you will torture others. If you torture others, you will torture yourself. Because both are almost one and the same. You have only one mind. If you torture others, you will torture yourself. If you torture yourself, you will torture others. If you know the technique of laughing, there is no technique in laughing. If you know the techniqueless technique of laughing, if you just know the laughing, you will see, you know the life. The life starts happening to you when you start laughing. By laughing, you can live even your death. By forgetting the laughter, you die even when you live. So, it is your choice between life and death, whether to laugh or not to laugh. Let you laugh and live the life of eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you. What time we are supposed to finish? What time we are supposed to finish?
8:00.
We can go to 9.
Yeah,
What's your
up to
program
9,
time? Huh?
About to 9:30.
7 to 9:30.
Yeah.
Okay. Still you have few minutes then.
Question.
You can
Questions.
you can ask few questions. And I have brought few jokes, good jokes for you all. I'll read out. So that the lecture will not be too serious. And you see, just talking about the laughter and not laughing is a foolish thing which we can do. So let us not do the foolish thing. Let you ask few questions. If it is possible, I will fit these jokes inside the answers, or I will read it out separately. We can all have few minutes of experience. Yes. No serious questions today. Day after tomorrow, serious questions. Oh, okay. Straight to the laugh, straight to the jokes. That's good, actually. I was telling somebody, if you are that dumb guy, you don't even laugh when joke is told. If you are little bit with understanding, you laugh when the joke is told. If you are really intelligent, you laugh even before the joke. Because when the energy overflows, you are filled with laughter. So now I think, without even a question, we will go for jokes. Or shall we have few questions at least, just as a ritual? No questions? No question? Alright, one joke, then we will go into one question. Here is a small story. The whole family goes to theatre one night, but nobody wants to stay in the house to take care of the grandfather. So they have to take him also with them. The play is nearing its climax. The cinema is about to end. The climax is about to happen. The whole row is disturbed by this old man. The grandfather is crawling around on his hands and knees. The whole row is getting continuously disturbed. People are not able to enjoy the climax. Small girl, she shouts, "Grandpa, get back to your seat. What are you doing?" The grandfather says, No, I can't. I have lost my toffee." Girl says, Keep quiet, sit in your chair, don't disturb the whole theater. Just for a small toffee. I'll get you a big toffee when we go out. If you keep quiet. Grandfather says, no, I want only that toffee. Girl says, what is so special about that? No, my teeth are stuck in it. Sometimes your teeth are stuck in the toffee. Yes. You can get a question. Somebody wants to ask a question. He raised his hand. You have forgotten your question? First person. Now you raised your hands. No.
Oh, there.
Okay. Oh. Actually, when you laugh, you forget questions. Because your mind has touched your being, you forget questions. Many people. I have seen many guys, they come to me and start talking. Swamiji, please tell me about God, tell me about enlightenment, tell me about spirituality, how can I become enlightened? I slowly change the topic and start telling some jokes. After they laugh, 1 hour, 2 hours, they will be around me. They will never ask the question again. Always, if the question is superficial, you can see that it disappears by laughter. So only when it is serious, you recollect. Yes.
Swamiji, you did mention that almost all masters have laughter as a part of their life. But every book that you see about Lord Mahavira or Lord Buddha, you always see very serious face. And you hardly see any smiling or laughing face. So what is a contradiction?
Because books are written by disciples, statues are created by disciples. If Buddha would have created his own statue, if Buddha would have ordered for his statue, he would have surely created a statue of laughing. If you think, if Jesus would have made his own model, he would have made him hanging in the cross. Poor Jews have put him only for 2 days. These Christians are putting him for 2000 years. For last 2000 years he's hanging. Poor fellow. If he would have created his own statue, I am sure he would have been created only a laughing statue. You see, the books are written by disciples, a small story. The disciples are always intellectuals, not experienced ones. That is why, you see, nowadays in the modern days, we have two kinds of records. In the ancient days, we had only the record of the outward things. There is no record. Where is Krishna's bathroom in Bhagavata? There is a record how he spoke, how he danced. There is no record how he spent his personal life. Intimate records are never done. Intimate things are never recorded. One thing, let me explain it in this way. You will understand. Only their professional face is recorded. The intimate face is never recorded. As long as the ancient masters concerned, whatever they were expressing in front of the disciples, only those things are recorded. Never the life which they lived with their close inner circle. In the modern day, we are getting two views. See the modern day masters' books, Ramakrishna, Ramana Maharishi, and there are a lot of masters, J. Krishnamurti, lot of modern day enlightened masters, Chinmayananda Swami. If you see the teachings or the reminiscences of outside devotees, it all says serene, calm, Buddha face. No other thing. But if you look little deeply, the inner disciples' reminiscences, the close devotees' reminiscences, it is filled with laughter and jokes. We never got the insider view of a Buddha, insider view of a Krishna, insider view of the Mahavir. That is the problem. That is why we got only the long-faced Buddhas, the long-faced scriptures, the serious things. The disciples are always intellectuals, serious. Disciples are always pandits. Look at all great masters. Immediately there is some disciple who make a philosophy out of him. All great masters are expressions of energy. And immediately then you will see some people to make a philosophy out of him. A small story. Suddenly, a person becomes enlightened. The whole heaven is celebrating the enlightenment. One more person has become enlightened. We are going to have more people in our heaven. Let us celebrate. Indra threw a big party. And people are jumping, dancing and singing. Such a big celebration is going on. The other side, hell, a big serious discussion. One devil is shouting, "You fellow, how can you make this guy enlightened? How can you allow this guy to become enlightened? You should have prevented him earlier itself. Anyhow, it has happened. Do something." The next guy is shouting, "Yes, we must do something. We must see all the possible things to stop the enlightenment spreading. If the same thing happens, if people become continuously enlightened, who will come to our place? No, where we will get the people? And we are already slowly becoming less." The chief devil, the chief, he is very silent and calm, serene. He says, "Fools, don't you think I know what has to be done? I have already sent enough of intellectual disciples to him. They will take care. The enlightenment never spread." When the intellectual disciples gather around masters, they act as a representative of devils so that the enlightenment never spreads. Understand one thing. If the masters themselves have designed, means they would have never designed these things. And there's a beautiful thing. There are 5 photographs of Ramakrishna taken. One photograph was brought to him and they showed him what type of photograph it is. I am not laughing. Throw this away into Ganga. And not only that, he took the negative also and threw it. And he says, "I wanted me to be photographed, and I wanted me to be seen by the people only as a laughing person." There are 3 photographs of him. In all the 3 he is laughing, and in one photograph he is dancing. He is dancing. When a real master expresses himself, he always wants only this type of expression. But what to do? The old documents are partial documents. We don't have the total documents. Now, we are getting both sides. We are getting both the documents. Now you can see all the modern day masters. The insider's view you are getting. The insider's view are proving the masters are embodiment of laughter and joke. You can never imagine Ramana Maharshi laughing so much. They say he's such a talkative person. The intimate reminiscences say he makes so much of funs and so much of imitating and mimicry. You can't imagine that he is full of fun. Any other question? Yes, give that. If you want to share some jokes, you are welcome.
What about Mona Lisa's smile?
Oh, I have no idea because I have not seen her. I don't think she is enlightened. One thing I can be sure, that she is not enlightened. And one more thing, what other view you are asking, what way you are asking, you can tell me.
What kind of smile was?
Mm.
If you know.
Yes.
I don't know.
One thing, the just smile is a polite way of behaving, or polite way of showing that you are not interested in that person. You are not interested in that situation. You are not interested to laugh for that joke. You cannot be too straight, you see. You cannot be too abrupt. You cannot be too egoistic. It will be very much impolite. So you just show a small smile. And one more thing, if the other person, if his status is little more than you, if he is little more rich man, then you smile totally. If the other guy is little less or equal to you, you say, The inches of your mouth and the bank balance go hand in hand. Yeah, small story. one boss, he continuously tells the same joke. And all his 30 subordinates laugh in the same way. It's a everyday routine. The same joke he will tell, the same way these guys will laugh. One day, one steno, she didn't laugh. She was just keeping serious face. Boss asked, why, what happened? You are not laughing. No, I got the other job. I got job somewhere else. I got other job. So when your boss says a joke, you have to laugh. When you want to avoid, but when you don't want to be impolite, when you want to show some politeness, courtesy, you give a smile. You give a small smile. So according to me, smile is a method to, technique to escape from the laughter. I tell you, don't bother about joke, whether you understand or not, but don't miss the laughter. Even if you miss the joke, don't miss the laughter. Because it's a wonderful chance. You don't have to bother whether you understood or not. There are many people who used to ask me, Swamiji, I don't know the language in which you are going to conduct the course. In India, I conduct courses in the regional languages. So people come and ask me, I don't know the language, can I attend the course? I tell them, you are the right person to attend. You are the right person to attend. At least you will know you don't know. Other people will not even know that they don't understand, they don't know. You see, when you know the language, you think you know. You don't even know, you don't know. If you don't know that you don't know, you don't even know you don't know. If you know you don't know, at least you know you don't know. So I tell them, only one thing, sit silently when I speak, laugh loudly when the people laugh. That's all. And the whole program is over. Nothing else needs to be done. You are the right person to enjoy the course. You are the right person to attend the program, because you don't have to think unnecessarily intellectually what I am talking, whether to understand or not. You don't have to do all the intellectual gymnasium, whether to understand the words directly or indirectly or this way or that way. All those things are not necessary. After all, meditation is all about silencing your mind. Sit silently, you will automatically become silent. That's all. You don't have to do all intellectual gymnasium. You are the right person to attend the course. Here is a story from a book. A guy is leaning back in his armchair in the new office he has just opened. The door creaks open and a man comes in. Aha, thinks the guy. A client already in. I must try and impress him immediately. Fagin picks up the phone and starts talking. No sir, I'm extremely sorry. I'm too busy. I cannot take up that project. Can you call? After 10 days, I may be able to take up that project. No sir, even if you give $10,000, it is too much. I can't take up the case. I can't take up the project. Please give me a call after 10 days. He sets down the phone and looks expectantly at the man who has just come in. And now says the guy, looking at the man, how can I help you, sir? What is the business? You want to talk to me? The guy says, you can't help me in any way. I have just come in to connect your telephone. Sometimes we miss the whole truth. What for? The other guy has come. Any other story? Otherwise, we will end the session with this last story, last joke. Any other question? Tomorrow, where is the program? Our program? In Dayton. What is the title?
Dance your way to God.
Dance your way to God. Tomorrow's title is Dance Your Way to God. You see, when I was giving titles to the cities, somehow I felt Ohio so near. I have given my heart to the topics which I love to Ohio. This topic, the laughing is a meditation, and dance your way to God is the topic really which I love to speak. Of course, because there is no time, I have to finish. Otherwise, if I have to continue, I don't know when I will finish. Anyhow, we will finish with this small story. It is midnight in a dark place behind a pub. A fearless guy, maybe is a lawyer, is walking, is wandering around. Suddenly he is approached by a shabby looking guy who is wearing a large black overcoat, big hat and sunglasses. "Hey," says that guy, "are you a lawyer?" The lawyer just looks at him, straightening up his tie. "Yes, I am." Says the other guy, "Do you handle criminal cases?" "Yes, I do." Asks the other guy, "Would you help even a thief?" The lawyer just blinks his eyes and adjusts his coat and says, "Certainly, sir." The guy says, pulling out his gun, "Then you start helping me with your wallet." If you understand, understand. And this is the last story. I'll finish. This story half of you may understand and half of you may not understand. If you understand, laugh. If you don't understand, even if you miss the joke, don't miss the laughter. You can go and ask about the joke. When you leave the hall, you can ask your friend, "What is the joke?" But laugh now itself. Even if you miss the laughter, don't miss. Even if you miss the joke, don't miss the laughter. Because when you go out, you can ask about the joke. A rabbi and a father, both were living in opposite houses. Not only they live opposite to each other, they are opposite to each other. If a father does something, immediately in 24 hours, a rabbi will imitate. If a rabbi brings rose garden to his house, in 24 hours, father's house also will have new rose garden. If a rabbi paints his house by black, in 24 hours you can see father's house is also painted in black. If father brings AC to his house, rabbi house temperature will increase and he will get a new air cooler. The same thing goes on. One day, in front of rabbi's house stands a new Mercedes Benz. It is too much. It is too much for father. In 24 hours, he managed a Rolls Royce. And not only he managed, he was sprinkling the holy water. Rabbi said, "What are you talking? What are you doing? Till yesterday night you were all right. What are you doing? You got a new car, okay, that's beautiful. Why are you sprinkling holy water on it?" Father says, "I'm a religious man. How can I travel in a car which is not a Christian? So I'm baptizing it." Now the rabbi is having a big problem. How to convert the Benz? That day evening, he was seen cutting the exhaust pipe of the Benz with Aksa frame. So let you have that and enjoy. Thank you.